A Big Ball of String by Marion Holland, illustrated by Roald Mackey. I had a little string. It was so good at all. I went to look for more string to make a string ball. I got more string from a box in the hall. I made it all up in a little string ball. But what could I do with a little ball of string? What could I do with a small string ball? With a big ball of string, I could do anything. Anything, anything, anything at all. My mother had string. Look, what a lot. Did she give me some of it? She didn't. Stay out of my things, Mother said, with a frown. You cannot have those strings. Put them down, put them down. And Daddy has string. Look, what a look. Did he give me some of it? He didn't. That is not a toy. Put it down, said Dad. And oh boy, was my dad mad. So I went out back, saw the big old cans. There were socks and sacks and pots and pans. I looked and looked, and what I did see, strings and all for me. But here came a man. He shook out the can. He shook all the things from the can in a sack. He took all the things in a pack on his back. Hey, you with the sack, you bring back my string. He didn't bring it back. He didn't say a thing. Away went the man, away went the truck, and away I went, and then what luck. Bumpity bump. The truck dumped with a thumb, and there I was at the good old dump, with bags of rags and old tin cans and mops and mats and pots and pans and jacks and tires and sacks and wires, all cuts and springs and lots of things with strings. I put all the string on my little string ball. I made me the biggest string ball of all. My ball was so big as my head. And I looked at my big ball of string, and I said, now I will find a thing of some kind, some good kind of thing to do with my string. I had a balloon like a pig from the zoo. My balloon was so red and so big and so new that I said, now I know what will be a good thing. And I let my pig go up with my string. I went up so high, it was something to see. As high as a house, as high as a tree, as high as the sky. I said, stop, stop, you are too high. I said, stop, 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 you are up too high. And then something went. Pop! Pop! It went pop like that. My big red pig, that it was not fat or red or big. It was all in its bits, and the bits fell on me, and the string fell too, and got stuck in a tree. So I went up the tree to get down my string, and I said, now I see. That was not a good thing, but I did not mind. I knew I could find some good kind of thing to do with my string. So I got my string down, and I made a machine with a bike and a truck and a jeep in between. And I sat way up top on a box with a mop on the jeep in between, and I ran the machine. Then the bike hit the bump, and the jeep gave a jump, and the truck hit the tree, and the box and the mop came down. Flap came down on top of me. So I got a big bump on the top of my head, and it made a big lump And I sat there and said, that was not a good thing to do with my string in a bowl. Not a good thing at all. But I did not mind. I knew I would find some good kind of thing to do with my string. Then I went up to bed. Tomorrow, I said, I will take my string out. I will look all about. I will find a good thing to do with my string. That is what I will do tomorrow, I said. And I laid down to sleep with my string on my bed. But then I woke up with a cold in my head. And my mother came in and she said, stay in bed with a cold in your head. Stay in bed, stay in bed. I shot all my darts at the wall and I said, now, how can I get them? And stay in my bed. Then I looked at my string, at my big ball of string, and I said, now I know what will be a good thing. I can stay in my bed with my big ball of string. I can play in my bed. I can do anything. With my string on my dart, I can shoot them away. I can get them all back. I can do it all day. I can shoot them about at the door, at the wall. I can shoot them all out on the floor in the hole. I can shoot all my darts, but when they are shot, I may want to look at some books I have got. I can ring up a thing with a box and a hook. And my big ball of string, it will bring me a book, and I can have fun with my books in my bed, with my string and my gun and my coal in the head. But the light should be right. When I look at my book, I can pull up the blind on this good sunny day. I can turn on the light if the sun goes away. I can look at my book. I can stay in my bed with my gun and my string and my cold in the head. Then I may want the cat. She will come to the door. She will jump at the mouse on the string on the floor. If I pull the door shut, she cannot run away. I can play with the cat in my bed all the day. With my cat and my gun and my books in my bed, I can have lots of fun with a cold in my head. But if I get cold with my cat in my bed, I will want my old gown that is woolly and red. So when I get cold, I can let the string down. I can stay in my bed as I put on my gown. With my cat and my gun and my books and my string, I can have lots of fun. I can do anything. In my bed with my string, I can make my train go. I can make it go fast. I can make it go slow. In my bed with my books and my train on a string and my cat and my gun, I can do anything. I will stay in my bed and I will not get out. If I want anything, I will not run about. I can rig up my bell with my big ball of string. My mother will come when she hears the bell ring, and then she will see how I stay in my bed with my strings and my things and my coal in the head. Then mother called up to my room and she said, how is your cold? Did you stay in your bed? Yes, mother, I said, and I jumped into bed. I jumped into bed with my string in a bowl, with my string, I can do anything. Anything, anything, anything at all. I can turn on the light, I can put on my gown, I can pull up the shade, I can pull up the shade down. I can bring in the cat with a mouse on the floor. I can turn off the lights. I can shut the whole door. I can look at my book. I can shoot with my gun. I make my bell ring. I make my train run. Look, mother, look, mother, look, mother, I said. Come and look how I stay in my bed with my strings and my things and my coal in the head. I can stay in my bed, I can play in my bed, I can do anything with a ball of string. The end.